Betrayal is a brutal thing. It's not just the stabbing pain of a broken promise or the sting of an unexpected rejection. Betrayal is a shock to your core. It's the feeling of being unseen, unappreciated, discarded. It shakes you. It makes you question your worth. You wonder, how could they do this to me? But I want you to pause right here. That question? It's the wrong one. The right question is, how do I rise from this? Betrayal is never a reflection of who you are, but always a reflection of who they are. It is not your fault that someone couldn't appreciate your value, your loyalty, your love. They lacked the courage to hold on to something real, something pure. Your authenticity made them uncomfortable. You made them feel small because you shone too brightly. You were too real, too powerful, and they couldn't handle it. So they turned away. They made you feel like you didn't matter. But I'm here to tell you, they were wrong. Their rejection is not your weakness. It is your catalyst for growth. Their betrayal is not your failure. It is your invitation to stand stronger than ever before. In moments like these, it's easy to fall into despair. It's easy to get caught in the spiral of self-doubt, wondering where you went wrong, trying to put the pieces together, asking yourself what you missed. But let me remind you of something profound. Betrayal reveals the truth of a relationship, it exposes the cracks, and it shows you who someone truly is. It's not a mark on your soul, it's a revelation of theirs. You gave them the best of you, and they couldn't handle it. It wasn't because you're broken or unworthy, it's because their capacity to honor and cherish you was limited by their own fears, insecurities, and weaknesses. They couldn't appreciate your strength, so they chose to abandon you. They couldn't deal with the purity of your heart, so they made you the villain in their own story. But here's the truth. Their story doesn't matter. The only story that matters now is yours. And that story? It's a story of rising. There is a saying by the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who believed that we should see every adversity as an opportunity. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every time you face a challenge, you have the opportunity to grow. Every time someone betrays you, it's an opportunity to find your inner strength, to refine your character, and to become who you are meant to be. They tried to break you with their actions. They thought you would crumble under the weight of their absence, under the weight of their lies. But all they did was give you the fuel to burn brighter. Every time they rejected you, every time they left you out in the cold, you had a choice. To stay stuck in the pain of what they did, or to rise, to grow, and to become stronger than you were before. What if you embraced their betrayal as the spark that lit a fire within you? What if you allowed that pain, that hurt, to teach you, to guide you toward the most powerful version of yourself? They may have thought they were taking something from you, but what they couldn't see was that they were merely clearing the space for you to become who you were meant to be. You're no longer bound by their expectations, no longer tethered to someone who never truly saw your worth. You stand alone now, but that is not weakness. That is your strength. In solitude, there is clarity. In solitude, there is growth. In solitude, there is the raw potential to build something great, something they will never have access to. You may feel alone, but in reality, you are standing in your own power, learning to rely on no one but yourself. That is where your true strength lies. You do not need their approval, their validation, their loyalty. You only need your own. Look at the great Stoics, Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius. They all had their moments of betrayal, their moments of abandonment, their times of being let down by others. Yet they used those very moments to cultivate a life of purpose and peace. They understood that their happiness was not dependent on others. It was a product of their own mind, their own actions, and their own choices. Remember this, the most powerful people in the world are those who stand firm in their own values, regardless of external circumstances. You are one of those people. You are stronger than the betrayal. You are stronger than the pain. You are stronger than the lies. You have the power to rise, to heal, and to rebuild. They will come back. They will try to rewrite the narrative, to play the victim, to offer half-hearted apologies. But by then, it will be too late. You will have built a life they can never touch. You will have created a version of yourself that doesn't need them. You will have moved on and transformed into someone better, someone more resilient, more powerful, and more at peace with who you are. So stand tall. Stand proud. Stand alone if you have to, because that's where you find your strength. You don't need people who don't value you. You don't need people who are willing to betray you. You have everything you need within yourself to thrive, to succeed, and to move forward. In the end, it wasn't their rejection that defined you. It was your ability to rise in the face of it. Let their betrayal fuel your rise. Let it become the foundation for your success. You are stronger than they could ever imagine. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, unbreakable, unstoppable, and free.